everyone, it's Sammy from Sammy's Sweet Life, and today is my week number 14 pregnancy update. That means I am officially in the second trimester now, which is awesome. We made it past the first trimester hurdles and everything. Hopefully from here on out we'll start getting a little bit smoother. I have one cute story to tell you before we jump into my questions. I told Olivia that the baby has hearing now. The baby can hear, so she has been talking to my belly a lot, and I think it's super cute. It makes me tear up a little bit. I'm super hormonal. And she also has been kissing my belly, and she'll like kiss the baby and hug the baby good night every night. And today when I dropped her off at school, she kissed my belly and said, "Bye, baby," and then went to class. And it was just the cutest thing ever. I just absolutely love that she's really excited about her sister. And I hope the excitement stays once she hears screaming, crying baby, because Livy is really sensitive to noises. Anytime she hears like a siren or anything, she covers her ears and gets kind of upset. So I know that the crying is gonna be something that she's gonna have to overcome. It's gonna be a challenge for her. And I'm hoping she still feels the love when she hears crying baby. I really do appreciate all of the middle name suggestions last week. If you have more middle name suggestions, definitely leave them in the comments down below. We're reading them and trying them all out with the first name. Anyway, I will go ahead and dive into my questions. We are at 14 weeks and baby is the size of a peach. As far as new symptoms, I have one symptom that's happened a few times now and it's starting to be more frequent. I think I know what it is, but I'm also not 100% convinced because it is so early, but I am feeling little flutters here and there. It always happens, like as I lay down for bed, I feel a little flutter here and there, and it's nothing super consistent. I will feel it once and be like, oh, was that what I think it was? And then it won't happen again. And so I don't know if it's just digestion, like gas bubbles or anything, or if it's actually me feeling the first little signs of baby moving. But I felt a couple of them in like week 11, and slowly it's getting more consistent. So I think it is what I'm thinking it is, but I'm not 100% sure still. It's not been a super consistent thing and it's not been very frequent. So I can't say definitively I'm feeling the baby move, but I think that I am. It's one of those things that it'll become more frequent and then I'll for sure know that that's what it is and it's not just gas. I have two not so pleasant symptoms. I don't feel that much bigger like from week to week lately. I think it's just so gradual that I don't really notice that much, but I am having to pee a whole lot more frequently just all of a sudden in the last few days, and same with eating. I'm not able to eat as much. I'm just having to eat much smaller portions. I'm still eating around the clock. I'm still sick of food for the most part, but like I will put my portion on the plate and think that's how much that I can eat, and I won't be able to finish it all now. Things are definitely getting squished in there. I'm peeing more frequently and not being able to eat as much, so I know things are just getting tighter in there. I have a couple of ongoing symptoms that I'm not quite sure that I've talked about all that much, but they've just been kind of going on in the background. One is my allergies are just kicking my butt. I do take an allergy pill and I still take that now. It's pregnancy safe. It's just an over-the-counter thing, but I really have noticed I'm blowing my nose a whole lot more. I sound a little nasalier, especially when I'm editing the videos. I'm like, man, I sound super nasally. I'm definitely having that little, drip. And my eyes have been a little itchier, and it is just the time of year here in Texas. I think somebody told me that the oak is the yellow pollen that's all over the cars, which happens to our cars. Our cars are usually just like coated in yellow pollen. We are in a more established neighborhood with big trees, so it's definitely different than the old neighborhood where our trees are like sticks. But the allergies are kicking all three of our butts, so I know it's not just pregnancy related, but usually the medicine I take covers it, and it's just not helping all that much this time. And the other kind of lingering symptom that I've been having is my skin has been really dry and really itchy, and I've been using lotion on my bump and also on my breasts because I just want to scratch them all the time, and I really don't want to cause stretch marks because I know if you scratch at it, you can cause stretch marks. Thankfully, the first time around, I didn't get stretch marks on my breasts, but I do have some on my stomach, especially like around my belly button, and I have some on my hips that are from pre-pregnancy. I was overweight in the past, and also I have some from just like puberty, everything, growing really fast. So I have some on my hips, some around my belly button, but everything is itching and I'm trying so hard not to scratch anything. Also, my face is really itchy, and I know like me touching my face is why my acne is so bad. I'm really trying not to, but it's just itching and annoying me. So I constantly feel like I'm touching my face and trying not to scratch it and making the acne worse. Also me like touching my skin, I've noticed that my chest has broken out a whole lot more just because of, you know, all the oils and stuff on your skin can cause more acne and inflammation. I'm really trying not to mess with the skin at all and just put on lotion as needed, but the lotion doesn't seem to help all that much. For lingering symptoms, I am still feeling a whole lot of heartburn most of the time. There was one morning that I did not have to take my heartburn medicine, but other than that, I've been taking it pretty much around the clock. I just kind of wait until the heartburn comes back on and take it again. And it's usually like one time in the morning, one time at night. And there was one day, which was yesterday, where I didn't take it until the very end of the day. I was starting to get some heartburn. So I made it almost the whole day without, and that was great. That's like the first day I haven't taken anything at all. Usually, even if I didn't have nausea, I would still have major heartburn and have to take at least the Zantac. So that makes me think I'm really on the way out of all the nausea. So yeah, I'm just trying to stay on top of the heartburn so none of my symptoms feel worse. Still, the only real time I have a whole lot of nausea is if I don't eat. I still have to eat every like 2.5 to 3 hours to keep the nausea at bay, but that's just gonna be kind of a pregnancy thing, you know, you have to eat more. And going along with that, I do have some cravings. I'm still craving those Southern style green beans. They are so good. I've linked them in pretty much every video because I've talked about them so much. I bought enough stuff to make them twice again. It's like a big pot in the Instant Pot of green beans, and I just eat them. I eat them for breakfast a lot of days. I just love them so much. One of the other things I've been loving is chocolate milk. I just really like that. That's pretty much the only sweet I'm craving at this point. For a while, I was craving like sour candies and stuff, and I'm kind of getting over that. I still, every once in a while, want some sour candy, but most sweets right now are just not appealing to me. I really just wanted green beans and also shrimp. I got some shrimp cocktail, and I have a little bit left that I'm gonna snack on after I film this video. I just really want shrimp right now, shrimp in like any form. I also really like crab and sushi and crawfish. And when I say sushi, I mean cooked things like cooked crab. I've been really just liking the seafoody type stuff. I'm still not into chicken at all. We've made chicken a few times and I've just taken a bite and passed it on. There was one morning recently I had chocolate milk and shrimp cocktail for breakfast and it was really weird, but that's just what I'm craving. I've also been really liking the Spanish olives I bought. They're just the green olives and they're stuffed with pimento, and I just really like those. I've had those a few times now. And other than that, nothing's really tickling my fancy. I'm still kind of over food for the most part. I haven't been really just like enjoying eating that much. And aversions right now, I would just say sweets. We had s'mores a couple of days. I've been liking donuts previously, and now everything kind of sounds disgusting. I want more savory things. The only sweet things I'm having right now is fruit, and I've been liking tart fruit. So I've been getting green grapes, which I've loved, and I've also been loving the green apples. I'm gonna have to go buy some more because I finished off the last few that we had. And also I've been liking strawberries, which strawberries are a little bit tart as well. So that's about as sweet as I'm going right now, aside from the chocolate milk. And I get like the lower sugar chocolate milk. I can't stand like the full sugar ones. But other than just like not really liking sweets, I don't have really any aversions aside from the mint, which definitely happened with Olivia's pregnancy too. I could not stand mint at all, and I still can't stand it this round. I honestly really never got over the mint aversion even after having Olivia, but it's stronger now being pregnant because I smell it a whole lot more, and it's just really overpowering and makes me feel sick. For my weight, I am up to 173, which is 1 pound up from last week, 6 pounds overall, which is not bad at all. I watched my week 14 video when I was pregnant with Olivia, and I was up like 2.5 pounds. So it's definitely different the second time around. I'm 10 pounds heavier to start with, and I'm also gaining a little bit quicker. So it's just gonna be one of those things where I gain what I gain, and I'm not gonna super stress about it. Although when I was pregnant with Olivia, I really never wanted to go over 200 pounds. I have never been over 200 pounds, and I got so close with her. I was like 196 or 197, and I totally think this time I'm going to go over that 200 mark, and that's when I am gonna be really disappointed because I've never seen 200 on a scale, and I really never want to, but I think it's gonna happen, and I'm just kind of bracing myself for that. But these gains where I gain a pound, or even when I gain a few pounds a week, I think there were a few weeks in Olivia's pregnancy where I gained like 4 pounds in a week or 5 pounds in a week, and it's kind of shocking to do that, but I know for the most part I'll be able to lose it afterwards, so I'm not super concerned that like if I see 200 that I'll always be 200. I know it's just temporary and it's for the greater good, it's for the baby, but I'm definitely not going to diet or stress about it at all. I'm just going to kind of dread seeing that 200 on the scale when it eventually does happen. As far as new discoveries, I don't have any this week. Comparing this pregnancy to Olivia's pregnancy, I actually just took my first bump photos. Like, I had Johnny take pictures of me. I'm posing so you can see the baby bump. That's the first time, and it's week 14. And with Olivia's pregnancy, we took photos pretty much every week, and it was just so different to see how different this pregnancy is going. This time has been mentally and emotionally more difficult because I'm not just overjoyed about everything. I'm still feeling kind of yucky. It's not our first pregnancy, so we're not just over the moon elated about something that's new and we don't know what's going to come. Like, I know how it is to have a newborn and it's kind of terrifying. So I think just my eyes are opened to all the harder parts that come with a pregnancy and come with a birth and a newborn, and the future of that as well. Like, Olivia is such a sweet little child, but she cries about a lot of things, and it can be really dumb things, and I get really aggravated, especially being pregnant. I'm super hormonal. Ordinarily, like, I would have the patience to deal with it, but I'm not gonna lie, it's tough when your kid just cries about everything. She's super sensitive, and I know she's gonna work through the feelings and she's got to learn how to comfort herself and calm herself, and I have to coach her through these times, but it's still challenging even at 4 years old, and more so challenging now that I'm hormonal and pregnant and probably not being as comforting as I should be, because I do get like angry. I can feel my blood starting to boil sometimes when she's crying over the third thing of the day. And I know, you know, it's just the age. I know it's just developmentally what they're supposed to do at this age. So I'm not blaming her at all. And also being just exhausted. So I'm like, ain't nobody got time to deal with a third crying meltdown over something that's seemingly dumb to me, but really important to her. But yeah, it's a lot of work to be a mom, and I see that now, whereas the first time I was just totally blissfully ignorant, and I enjoyed that pregnancy a whole lot more. It was a lot easier for the most part. I didn't have a 4-year-old to take care of. Also, that made it a lot easier. And this time I just know what to expect. So I'm really excited about the good things, but I also know the bad things that are coming as well. So it's definitely harder for me this time to be super elated and happy about everything when I still feel kind of like crap, and I'm getting more uncomfortable symptoms earlier than I did last time. So it's definitely different. I've noticed in the videos with Olivia, I'm just so super happy and excited, and in these ones I'm more like toned down, like, yeah, this week again I feel kind of yucky. And of course, overall we're really happy. We wanted this. We waited so long for this. We tried for 7 months, and it felt like 7 months of agony trying. It's really hard to be TTCing, so we definitely want this, and I'm gonna get emotional thinking like how bad we wanted this and how upset I was every month going through that. Again, super emotional, but I definitely notice a difference in like the happiness, excitement, blissful ignorance that I was the first time around versus this time around. I'm also just a little more guarded. I'm so thankful we made it to the second trimester, because I did have 2 really early losses. They're considered chemical pregnancies, but they were hard to go through. Like, seeing a positive on the test and then ending up getting your period a few days later is kind of devastating, and it's not as bad as it could be. Like, I know losses later on I can't even imagine, and now I'm just a little bit more guarded this time, cautiously optimistic. Especially the further we get, the more confident I feel about it. And it's just a different feeling all the way around the second time around, where we were snapping photos every week and super duper excited. This time it's just like, yeah, we're pregnant. Yeah, we're waiting for baby to come out. I'm just kind of over the pregnancy already, which I didn't think would be the case. The best thing is definitely getting past that first trimester. Once you hit that 12-week mark, risks go down for things. We're in that phase now where, you know, things can still go wrong. They can go wrong until birth and even after birth, but the percentage chance of it is much, much smaller now. And I'm just so thankful we made it past that first trimester. Also, the best thing was yesterday, I just felt amazing. I could not believe I woke up with not even a hint of nausea, a hint of heartburn, and it was great. Most mornings I'm still waking up with like raging heartburn, a little bit of nausea. Until I take some heartburn medicine and get a lot of food in my system, I still feel kind of yucky for the first couple hours in the morning, but I didn't have that yesterday. So I know it's on its way out. It's just gonna get better and better. And also the other best thing is Olivia just really wanting her baby sister, loving talking to her and giving her kisses. She kisses baby sister goodnight after she gives me a hug and a kiss. She hugs and kisses little baby, and it's just really, really sweet to see how she thinks about it, and she'll ask me questions about it, and I just love that. I love that she's gonna be a big sister. Worst thing is just the tiredness and heartburn. It's nothing super major at this point. I really would like to have some more energy. Like, I will do just a small task around the house, organize a shelf or a cabinet or something, and be really tired afterwards and have to take a break because I'm so tired and I just feel kind of pathetic. I know I'm growing a human, I know it's totally okay, and I'll get more energy hopefully soon, but I'm just at that point where, like, dang it, I don't want to sit on the couch and rest just because I cleaned one thing. I swished the toilets, like we have 3 of them, so I had to come up and down to do one, and I was exhausted after that. And I was like, man, this is so pathetic. I just wish I could do more, especially like at a time when I'm feeling mentally like I want to do stuff and my body's just not there. That goes into what's on the agenda this week. I'm still just chugging along, organizing things. I have my desk, my scrapbook stuff right there, and I've been working on that the last couple of days, starting to clear off the desk and organize some things and get ready for scrapbooking again. I'm super excited to get back into that. I've been having the itch lately, and I finally filmed a video for my other channel showing the chaos back there. I feel like I'm starting to make this house our home, where I didn't feel like that when Johnny had unloaded things, but it's not organized like how I really want it organized. I'm kind of particular with things like that, and he did great. He got most of the boxes unpacked, everything in the right area, and he did ask my opinion, but it's definitely not the same as me putting things exactly how I want them, organizing them exactly how I want them. So I've really tried to tackle like one area a day as I feel really good. I will say I did have one really bad nausea day. I woke up feeling terrible. I thought I was gonna puke for the first few hours of the day, and I just had to lay around again like my previous weeks, and it was really tough that day. I did end up having to take the Zofran for one day, just one dose of it. I feel like I must have eaten something that didn't agree with me because it just felt really bad that day, and otherwise I felt much better. Even the days where I'm waking up with heartburn and nausea, it's still not overwhelming, and I don't have to like sit on the couch and wait. I can just kind of power through it because it's so low level now, but that one day it was bad. I really thought I was gonna end up throwing up most of that morning. And again, this week, no questions. So if you have questions, leave them down below and I'll be happy to answer those for you guys next week. Let's go ahead and look at baby bump. I did take a bump photo and posted it to Instagram today. It was the first one. I had been wearing these maternity shorts, but I actually ended up buying one maternity shirt. I could not find a whole lot locally, so I'm gonna have to order online. There's baby bump. Slide. I'm definitely feeling very large and out of breath for everything. I've noticed lately my shirts are getting shorter, so I really wanted to find some longer shirts. I still have some maternity tank tops, but they're really stretched out because I nursed in them. I just would pull them down, so they're stretched out here. I might like hem them up a little bit maybe, because they're just way too low cut and things start hanging out and I don't want to do that. But I did end up buying this one shirt. I bought a maternity swim bottom. I've got to get like a pregnancy tankini to go with it. It's just a little bikini bottom with a skirt thing over it that goes right under your bump. So I've got that part. I just need the top part. We are going to the beach in June, so I've got to get ready and find some things to wear in this next month. That's going to be on the agenda. I want to get some maternity clothes for the beach so I can be comfortable because I know it's going to be hot and I'm going to be even larger than I am now. So I want to be prepared for that. But I think that covers everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave me your questions down below. Give me the thumbs up and subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day. Bye.